hear that sound?
Mm-hmm.
It didn't get real high, but the sound was what was important. It made that nice thumping sound, and you could see how it landed very softly because of that. So you're able to pick that. So I think most important thing for you right now, and don't be afraid to get too low. I mean, you can get really low if you really want to get low in the bunker and you need to really pop it out. The lower you get, the better, because you can really get down to it and get real steep and down on top of the ball. Do you have any other questions about that?
No, I guess I'll have to try it out a little bit.
Okay, all right, good. And real quick, I'll just show you two quick little things to keep in mind as far as uphill and downhill as well. So when you're up here, which is a tough shot, you actually want to try and get very, very steep. You want to get right down behind the ball. You know, you still want to get underneath the sand, but you want to get down into the ball so it'll pop out. So you want to get there, and you can see the ball pops out very easily doing that. So if you get too much sand behind it, it's going to come out very low, and it's going to come out, you know, running. If you get too fat with it, it's just going to dig way down, and you're just pushing a ton of sand out. And then the opposite with this is the most difficult shot. I mean, we've seen this one before where we're very steep. The idea here is we want to get it forward a little bit again, or more middle really, and we want to try and adjust to the slope. So we want to get on that angle with the slope, and we want to really try and, same thing, get steep and open the blade as much as possible so we can try and pop it up. And then see, I caught way too much sand, which you saw what happened. The club skipped right off and went up. So that is a very, you know how difficult that shot is, I'm sure. It always comes out low and you just almost have no chance. So you really gotta get down and through it and try and get that club under the ball. And obviously it's difficult when you have bounce on the club to get it underneath it with a downhill lie. Any questions about the two lies?
No, so on that one, I have pretty much the same setup as down here though, correct?
Correct, just about. You don't have to get, when you're on the uphill, I don't think you need to get as wide because now you're coming uphill, so you actually want to be more bracing. You want to brace yourself more because you actually have to swing up a little bit at it, you know, sort of, because you're on that uphill lie, so you got to adjust. And then I think when you're in the downhill, the more downhill you get, I think the wider you get. You know, when I'm downhill over here trying to hit the shot, I mean, I'm trying to get very wide so I can get real low and try and pop that ball up in the air to get it up onto the green.
Okay.
So, yeah, that's a good way to approach it. And if you have questions about that and practicing, because I want you to do the same thing when you're practicing. I want you to go around the bunker and just put it every little lie. Like, I want you to even come up here. I want you to do stuff like this. You're going to get that lie. So you got to practice it. Now I know I'm uphill. I need to really get under it because it's buried. So now I really need to throw my hands down steep into it. And it came out pretty good for that lie. So I want you to do that. Bury them in the back, bury them in the middle, wherever. Make them perfect. Make them sit up. Give yourself different shots so you can kind of see different results.
Okay.
All right. Good.